see Evil Dead Burn in theaters. I've only watched it one time, and like Evil Dead Rise, I honestly thought it was a great addition to the Evil Dead movies. We're 6 movies in, and I thought that they came at it from a different enough angle that has great rewatch value. I feel like, especially set next to Evil Dead Rise, I feel like watching them back to back will be a great double feature, so to speak. A lot of people have been saying that it's like the most intense Evil Dead, or like the most raw Evil Dead, like the most crazy and scary one you've seen, and I feel like honestly it is not. I feel like if you've seen the Evil Dead 2013, that is the most intense Evil Dead we'll ever see, and it probably, I mean, in my eyes, it is the blueprint for the modern Evil Dead movies, especially this one, Evil Dead Rise. They feel kind of like I don't know, they very much try and follow the same story beats and learn from that movie. It's peak Evil Dead in my opinion. It's very ironic because I remember how poorly received the 2013 Evil Dead was when it came out, and it's honestly a lot more intense in my personal opinion than this one. I feel like it is a super great movie, but it definitely is not like the most intense, especially when people say it's like the least campy of them. In my theater sitting, I feel like a lot of us were like laughing the whole time. I mean, there's so many funny moments. And the grandma is repeatedly bringing up how this chick is a thief, even when she's a demon, because she has like dementia, and she's like, unlock this door for me, and she's like, are you gonna give back what you stole? And then she's like, yeah, because she's like this fucking Valley Girl undead chick. There's a lot of great moments. Definitely, I feel like the campiness holds true. I feel like it's definitely not the most scariest, intense, crazy Evil Dead you've ever seen, or at least not as far as like the gore and shit. I feel like also it's probably got the weakest finale of any of the Evil Deads. I feel like it was very anticlimactic. The construction scene inside fight sequence, that shit, a lot of it's because the CGI is really terrible on the husband. The husband is an eyesore as soon as he pops up, and in the beginning of the movie, it's the only off-screen death that you see. There's a guy that's murdered, and you're kind of like, what the fuck? This is the Evil Dead. Why is anyone dying off of camera? And then it's because they wanted to hide that CGI to the end of the movie because he looked fucking terrible. And it very much takes away from the ending of the movie. For me, it did. It is very true that it is probably the least likable group of people that we've gotten of any of the Evil Dead movies, like probably the least iconic. And a lot of the people felt like they had one emotion that represented them. But I will say the dad and our main protagonist, the survivor of the movie, were very hard. The French lady, she was very French the whole movie, and she stood out, and she was very interesting. Me and Leah both loved her character representation. She was super cool, at least compared to the very 2D rest of the cast. And then the dad, I mean, maybe it was just because he feels exactly like the dude from Resident Evil 7. He just fucking, I don't know, he's just some like country redneck dude, and as soon as he gets in the demon form, he is very terrifying looking. So he is a strong carry as well. There is some like flaws in the way the movie presents the rules. We're like the 6th movie in, and then the grandma gets like spit in her mouth, and then it turns in like 5 minutes. The mom has like a bloody, gory makeout sesh, and then it takes her 20 minutes in a full fight scene before she turns demon mode, even though she already had the possessed eyes in that same makeout sequence. I mean, I normally don't really care, but like, what the fuck? That was pretty weird, and normally you don't really question the rules in Evil Dead movies, but that shit is like why? It is a little confusing. And you know, what do you do? Overall, I did love the movie. I felt like it was a great addition to the Evil Dead. I just feel like it is just fits great with the other movies, where it doesn't outdo any of the other movies, you know? I feel like for us to get a truly crazy Evil Dead, we need to see something really, really different than what we've already seen so far. And I feel like they only expand the lore a tiny bit, and I don't know. I just think that the ceiling is very low at this point. I feel like it is super, again, great movie, but not like anything different than what we've seen before, especially held against Evil Dead Rise. I'm excited to see what they're trying to do with Evil Dead Wrath. I'm not sure. I don't think they have a release date for it yet, but it's supposed to be Rise, then Burn, then Wrath. So this is a part of a trilogy. I hope the third movie they really do something very, very different than what we've seen before, and go super crazy, go super dark with it, because this, people are saying this is like the super dark Evil Dead, and it's really not. All it is just the dead are already out there this time, and we don't actually see someone like read from the book to summon them, and so they just kind of come in there at a different angle. They are playing it too safe, and I would like to see them really expand and do some different shit. This has been my review. Thank you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Drop a like.